What does it take to punch your customer's loyalty ticket today? Hi, I'm coming from the Dalton Home Studio where we make all sorts of noise and even some music occasionally. I was in my car the other day and I pulled down the visor, and one of these punch tickets fell down into my lap. And it got me thinking about these as an effective loyalty mechanism. So once I started thinking about it, I actually looked around and I found these little punch tickets where you buy several and you get one of something free or you get a discount on something. And I found them everywhere. I found them in my car, in my junk drawer, in my visor in my car, under the seats. I found them everywhere. And you know what? I couldn't find one of these that had more than one or two or not even 50% of the holes punched in them. So it got me thinking about how many of these you probably have sitting in your various, junk drawers in your car, in your wallet, and how many of them are incomplete like mine. And more to the point, I started thinking about how many of these I've actually redeemed for free stuff or for discounts on stuff versus how many of them I've collected over time. And typically what happens, which I'm sure happens with you, right? You go into a store and your favorite store, right? And comes from my favorite pet store. You go into the store, they ask you if you have a loyalty card. You're like, nah, shoot, I left it in the car or something like that, and they give you another one, and they punch one ticket on one, and you go back to the store the next time, and you go, nah, I forgot it again, and they give you another one, and they punch one hole in the other one. And so you end up collecting these things over time, and I know maybe it's just me, but I'm very bad at redeeming these things. So I thought there's got to be a better way to encourage loyalty for our customers. And there's several different ways. So kind of the paper-based thing seems old school just by its nature. And there are already apps out there. There's Keyring or other loyalty card wallet apps that can take all this information and can aggregate it for you. And so you don't have to worry about bringing the paper into the store every time you come in. And digital apps like that obviously make it easier for customers to redeem the loyalty rewards. And again, isn't that the point? So I started thinking about it. Is the point of these things really to have your customer redeem them for their loyal service, or is it really just a sort of a superficial effort at loyalty? If you really want your customers to benefit from their loyalty, you ought to make it as easy as possible for them. So digital apps can do that, and there's a bunch of them already out there. And if there's not one out there, build one for your brand or for your store. Secondly, when you think about digital apps like Keyring or something like that, it's an opportunity to, as a retailer, for example, to aggregate these points across brands and deliver something extra to your customer. So rather than just having a bunch of these loyalty cards for every single brand that your customer might buy within your store, there's an opportunity to take those and have those points or holes or whatever the mechanism is aggregated. And so let your customers use those points however they see fit, right? Like the American Express, right? They don't limit those to one brand. You can use those points for whatever you want, right? And make it easy to redeem those points. Because again, isn't that the point? So when you think about loyalty and reward mechanisms, leave the punch tickets to the conductor on the train and go digital. I mean, make it easy for customers. That's what it's all about.